How you doing out there, everybody in YouTube land? This is Josh Rhodes, and I just wanted to come on here and do like an online version of what I've been posting on All Monster videos lately, and that is the JDR blog. You can watch it on All Monster videos. It's pretty fun to do, but I'm kind of doing an RC version of that right now. And RC, of course, is radio control. A lot of people that follow my channel have seen different videos that I've done before from the Illinois Monster Truck Challenge series that feature some custom-built RC 1/10 scale straight axle monster trucks. And I kind of want to bring an updated video on here and show a little bit and maybe explain how some of these trucks are built. So stay with me here. I'm going to go get a couple of trucks and I'm going to show you. Alright, now what you see here is one of the first trucks that I ended up working with. It's the oldest one that I have. I think it's about maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years old now. It's got a brushed motor setup in it, and by brushed motor I mean these right here are kind of an old school technology motor. They are not quite as fast as some of the other motors out there that you see nowadays. This is just a simple, quick type way to put one of these custom trucks together, and in all honesty it's probably one of the more realistic ways to do it, to make it perform like a realistic type truck instead of a truck that's got uber amounts of horsepower. But I want to tell you right now, the axle is the only thing that you can buy that is a stock appearing thing on this truck. That doesn't come with it. It's top servo mount. These 4-link bars don't come with it. This axle bar back here to help steer it does not come with it. Servo mount, off the servo saver, that does not come with it. That right there is 100% stock Tamiya Clodbuster axle. Those are the top servo mounts. They are made by Crawford Performance Engineering. There's a couple ones out there that are smaller. I'll get to that here shortly. You can buy a Novak Super Duty ESC, which is probably the best one for this particular type of application to build this type of truck. You can wire it up for rear and front wheel drive. I got a Futaba radio receiver in there for the Futaba radio that controls this truck when it's all together. And that's about it for the brushed truck. And the brushed truck, which I call the brush truck because of these motors, is I would say it would probably run you anywhere in the neighborhood of $650 to $700 if you do it right. Now over here we have a truck that many of you probably recognize. It's got that body on it over there, USA 1, that I just did a couple of videos on. And this one is a little bit more complicated. It has a brushless setup in it, and these brushless motors are some of the fastest things you'll see in the RC world. 4600 kilovolt Sidewinder Castle motors, and they come, and obviously this is the tricky part, nobody's made a brushless ESC that can handle two motors, so you have to have two ESCs. So you got to buy two separate kits to do this, and you got to Y harness them together. It sounds difficult, but it's really not. It's a very easy process to do. These trucks right here are a lot more money. See, I've got another custom top servo mount right there. About $20 for the front and the rear servo mounts, or not servo mounts, excuse me, 4-link mounts. The servo mount is the same on that truck as it is this truck. I just bought these at one of our last series events last year. Of course, that's a Terminator chassis just like that one, except that one is aluminum, this one is carbon fiber. It's a lot lighter truck. Even with the wheels on it, it's probably just about as, actually it probably weighs as much as that one does without the wheels on it as this one does with the wheels on it. It's a lot lighter machine. It's a lot more expensive to make. You're looking in the neighborhood of $800 to $900 to build it right. And if you want my recommendation on these things, the absolute best thing that you can possibly do is buy a used truck. And by used truck, I mean one that looks race ready, like that one does right there, and like this one that I got in here, the Excalibur. I mean, you want one that looks race ready. You do not, however, want one like somebody's trying to sell that happens to look terrible online, and by terrible I mean maybe 1990s, mid-90s, early 90s technology on the thing, and they're trying to pass it off as a current race truck and trying to sell it for $500 or $600. Those are not good trucks, alright? Best place to look for one of these, if you're not a member, is eBay. But if you are a member of a website called rcmt.net, there's a lot of classified articles on there where you may be able to buy one of these trucks. A friend of mine who does all my bodies just recently sold a truck on there that's pretty well appearing to this truck right here. I mean, they sell for $500 or $600, but I can guarantee you that whenever you do get them working and working the way you want, you're only going to put $30, $40 in it if you drive them sensibly. If you drive them like me, you're going to put another $100 in them before the year's out. And that's just a little comedy right there. But that's a little explanation as far as these trucks go. I want to make one thing clear. I got a comment on several videos here recently. A guy, I can't remember what his YouTube name is, and I'm sorry for that, but he says something along the lines of, what brand are they? Like I said, the only thing on there that is stock is the Tamiya Clodbuster axle. Everything else is custom built, custom made, custom cut for a race machine to try and make them look and drive like what you see on Monster Jam every week on Speed TV or on YouTube, I guess you could say. But those are my monster trucks right there. You see them? Those two and that right there. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I did my best to try and explain everything. If you have any questions, though, please do not hesitate to message me and ask me about it, and I will try and lead you in the right direction, and I really hope I can help. Anyway, this is Josh Rhodes signing off. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful to you in some portion or in some way.